What is application deployment? Application deployment, also known as software deployment, is the process of installing, configuring, updating, and enabling one application or suite of applications that make a software system available for use, like facilitating a certain URL on a server. What are the benefits of application deployment? Some of the major advantages of application deployment are: 1. Saving time. Application deployment can occur rapidly within hours and installation quickens. 2. Stronger security. The software deployment process can configure permission roles to protect sensitive computational resources, as well as enforcing task groups. 3. Enhanced visibility. By utilizing app deployment, operators gain invaluable insight into user activities, and activity analysis can occur seamlessly. 4. Simpler software updates. App deployment automates tedious software updates and other maintenance tasks in real time. Why is application deployment important? Application deployment is one of the most important stages of the software development process, as the strategy that is used to build, test, and deploy will directly impact how fast an application can respond to changes in constituent preferences or requirements, and most importantly, the quality of each change. What is the application deployment process? The application deployment process involves 9 main steps. 1. Plan. This stage is what gets development and operations teams on the same page. This is where the deployment schedule is mapped out, the current infrastructure is assessed, and changes are made if necessary. 2. Build and release automation. Enabling automation is key to a successful app deployment process, as the possibility for human error needs to be decreased as much as possible. Developing script and hardy servers will help ease deployment across the network later. 3. Develop continuous integration, continuous delivery, C/CD. Working to reduce the degree of change in each application update will help teams spot breakdowns in the future. When deployments are minimally impactful, your system will be able to carry out more frequent ones easier. 4. Create and test scripts. Identify environmental changes and differences by running test scripts on a backup copy of production before moving to the final release. 5. Identify key metrics. Make sure your team is clear on key performance indicators, KPIs, from one application to another. This step is simple: make sure KPIs are set, visibility is enabled, and any potential errors in the application set are troubleshot swiftly. 6. Test. Set up synthetic transaction tests, and make sure key items like login pages are working correctly. Go into your deployment with confidence. 7. Develop deployment tracking. Enable and implement tracking services to make sure ops teams can easily track when deployments occur, or when they're scheduled to, and to immediately identify when errors occur and how to fix them. 8. Alert users and colleagues. This is an often overlooked step, but when it applies, alert necessary constituents as to when an application is expected to deploy. This will help coordinate throughout the process, set expectations, and backtrack if there were any errors. 9. Monitor and iterate. Once the application is deployed, it will be as equally as important to monitor deployment and correct as needed. Application deployment methodologies. There are a variety of techniques that can be used when it comes to application deployment. Some can be achieved through load balancers, which have become essential for modern app development based on microservices and Kubernetes containers. The following strategies are commonly used. 1. Recreate. Version A is terminated, and version B is then deployed. 2. Ramped. Version B is slowly rolled out and it replaces version A. 3. Shadow. Version B receives real-world traffic in conjunction with version A. The traffic sent to version B doesn't impact the response. 4. Blue/green deployment, version B is released alongside version A, and then the traffic is switched over to version B. 5. A/B testing, version B is released to a particular subset of users under specific conditions. 6. Canary, version B is released to a subgroup of users, then proceeds to a full rollout.